Virgos are still very much so interested in figuring out where do you go from here. You have the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. The Three of Wands doesn't just represent traveling, it represents navigation, trying to figure out what path are you Virgos going to take, right? It's not just about having to understand that, hey, a lot of people are really not equipped to date. A lot of people are really not down for that because they're broken for the most part. So where is it that you Virgos go, right? This is something that you're asking yourselves. And the Hanged Man and the Six of Wands, right? Stick around because it's going to get crazier. The Hanged Man and the Six of Wands is about how, and you are figuring it out actually as you go along. But you know that you're being patient. You know that when it comes to dating, you are going to remain patient because it's only a matter of time. Some of you may be thinking about going out of the country to date, and you realize that there's only a certain amount of time before you have your fun in the sun, right? It's just that right now is pretty much the calm before the storm. Right now is where you take a little bit of a break. You Virgos take a little bit of a break. Don't necessarily tell anybody per se unless you want to, and you just relax, and just let everything be what it is. Let everything fall into place. The Queen of Swords represents the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups. These two are dichotomous, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the Queen of Swords is about you Virgos being ready for anything, right? Like a lot of you Virgos are ready for, you're ready for a lot of people to have fake outrage. You're ready for a lot of people to talk trash about you. But a lot of you Virgos, but what a lot of you Virgos are not necessarily ready for is for people to talk good things to you, because unfortunately that's how it kind of is. They know that a lot of you Virgos are very good partners, but people spend so much time, acting like you're not worth this and you're not worth that. Because remember, Virgo rules over sadomasochism. So a lot of the times, the slow individuals, right, the better we treat most people sometimes is the worse they treat us until we decide to leave them alone. But the Five of Cups represents, but if there's some of you Virgos out there that are crying about this or you feel down about this, don't be down, because that's just a natural occurrence of how us as Virgos will experience existence down here, because it never lasts. That type of behavior, that type of sadomasochistic behavior that a lot of people try to give to us and exhibit to us, it never really lasts. Because at the end of the day, we decide to get up, leave them alone. And what happens to them next? What happens to them is they start missing the fact that we were there to pick them up, show them love. And, they really miss that and they want that back. That's why a lot of them, will come back to us regularly, right? During Mercury retrogrades and stuff like this. But the Seven of Pentacles is about how, and as a result of this, we may want families with them, but that starts out really at first. We really don't want families with them from a perspective of wanting to be with them over a long course of time. That's really only something that, that starts out at the very beginning when, we're fresh and we're new to them, right? Or they're new to us, right? That honeymoon phase. But then the High Priestess, but then it always ends in the same way. How it is that they end up doing us dirty, but that dirtiness that they end up doing to us, we end up having power over them, over their heads, because now they owe us a spiritual debt, in the sense that they wronged us, but they don't want to admit that that's what it is that they did. So what happens is that the High Priestess is about you, you as Virgos now. The High Priestess represents Virgo, so you showed up in your own reading. So this is about how it really does take someone special for the person to not really be on that stupid stuff. Because again, Virgo, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. There's a lot of people out here doing a bunch of stupid, goofy stuff. And like, you asking yourself, all of this crazy stuff going on in the world, with no disrespect, with Israel, inflation. It's like, my gosh, when are people gonna stop acting like they're stupid? And it's like they just can't stop themselves. They have to act like they're stupid. It's a compulsion. They have to, no matter what's going on, they have to, right? And the thing is that the Six of Cups is about, and then they bring their stupid selves over here, right? Because now you have people that will contact you and try to reach back out and stuff like this and act like, hey, what's going on? But again, these are romantic interests, or could have been romantic interests where the two of you just stopped talking to one another, right? But the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles represents how, but what they, which is, Hermit is also Virgo. What they didn't really think is us as Virgos, we're changing regularly, especially if you Virgos are really striving to do the work. Y'all are, we are changing regularly. And what I mean when I say that is, that's why we represent the Hermit. We go into the cave, right? It's like the story of the cave. We get let out, right? We were born in the cave, and then we get let out of the cave, and then we experience the other elements of the world, and then our mind opens up because we didn't know anything else. But then when our mind is open to go back to the cave, when we try to teach people, right, i.e. our significant others or our potential significant others, the way that the world works, and we're trying to show them, again, the heavenly host of how love should be, they're so stupid. They on some nonsense where it's like they're idiots. They want to bicker and argue and do all this dumb stuff. So what do you got to do? You have to be patient with them and let them see what it is that you're talking about from afar. So even if they're coming back in the Eight of Pentacles, they're offering love to you. The question is, will you Virgos decide to take it? Would you Virgos decide to take it? Because again, the Six of Cups, those people are going to come back. Some love interest or potential love interest is definitely going to come back, and they're going to try to say, what's up? The question is to you Virgos, are y'all going to take them back? Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Magician, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Right. This is about how you Virgos, they envision the two of you in a relationship. And again, the Ten of Cups, they want to build something long-lasting with you. The Magician, which also rules Virgo, so y'all are showing up all over the place. You have the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Is this something that you Virgos would want? Do you want to take them back? If you're interested in them and you really like them, then I make the suggestion that you do take them back. See where it goes. But if you're not really interested in seeing where this could go and giving them another chance, then by all means, don't, Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles now. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Again, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Lovers, which is Gemini, and the Judgment. Right, so a lot of Mercury energy. The Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Again, because they realize part of the reason why they're coming back is because they're heartbroken without you in their life. Because you Virgos strive to achieve so much, and you strive to actually bring value to them and put value into their life. But the Lovers and the Judgment represent they spent so much time ridiculing you, being dysfunctional. But now, Virgo, they are starting to understand how important you are.